Hi, welcome. Let me tell you a little about myself. I love puzzles. I love solving puzzles. But I'll tell you a secret. Solving puzzles is fun, but making puzzles is even more fun. So that's what this course is going to be all about. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to show you a puzzle game that I invented called Chocolate Fix. I'll teach you how to get really good at solving these puzzles. But then I'm going to show you how I make the puzzles. And by the end of this course, you'll be able to make these puzzles too. Now, Chocolate Fix is produced by ThinkFun. And when you open up the Chocolate Fix box, you'll find inside a candy box, which is a 3x3 grid, and 9 chocolate pieces. Now, you notice the pieces come in 3 colors and 3 shapes. The colors are light vanilla, pink strawberry, and dark chocolate. And the shapes are circle, square, and triangle pieces. You'll also find inside a puzzle book. The puzzle book starts with a little story to set the mood. You work in a chocolate shop, and your job is to fill the orders that come in by figuring out the right arrangement of pieces to put in the candy box. Unfortunately, the orders come in the form of these cryptic visual clues. That's what makes it a logic puzzle. Let's talk a little bit about this clue system. Each clue is showing you correct but incomplete information about where the pieces are supposed to go. Let's take a look at an example puzzle from the puzzle book. Here's an example puzzle, and here is the solution of that puzzle. When I say this is the solution of the puzzle, what I mean is this is the only arrangement of pieces that fits the clues you just saw. Let's take a look at another puzzle. And here's the solution of the puzzle. Again, this is the only arrangement of pieces that fit the clues. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I go about making one of these clues. And that'll give you a little better idea of how these clues work. Here is just an arrangement of pieces. I just sort of put these pieces in at random. But let's say this is a puzzle that I want to get people to guess this arrangement of chocolate pieces. Well, I need to come up with a clue for this. So there's a couple ways I can do that. Here's one kind of clue I could make. So this here is a clue. And do you see how this clue fits this grid? All I did was I removed some pieces. This piece is here, this piece is here, this one's here, this one's here, this one's here, but there's some missing. And that's fine. That makes it a good clue because we want to show some correct information, but we don't want to give away everything. So I just removed some pieces. So I didn't show them where everything went. Let's take a look at another clue. Okay, now this one's a little trickier. What I did here is I'm showing you the color or the shape of the piece, but not both. You can see here I'm showing that up in the upper left has to be a light piece. Here has to be dark. This one I'm telling you exactly what it is. It's the dark square. This is a circle, triangle, square, light, pink. Now notice how I didn't put anything in here. Of course, that doesn't mean that no piece goes there. I'm just not telling you what goes there. I'm just not telling you any information about that spot. So that's a perfectly good clue too. Let's take a look at this. Is this a good clue? Well, let's take a look. Light, dark, what? Pink? That doesn't match up here. Wait, that doesn't match here. This is a bad clue. So notice how this clue does not match the grid. This is an example of a bad clue. So I've now shown you what a good clue looks like, and I've shown you what a bad clue looks like. Now let's look at this from the perspective of a solver. So I have this clue here, and I am telling you that this clue is actually a complete puzzle in and of itself. It turns out there's only one arrangement of pieces that satisfies this clue. Now, how do I go about solving this as a solver? Well, I always start by filling in all the information I know from the clue. And if you look in your Chocolate Fix kit, you'll see that there are, of course, there's the regular pieces to put in here, but there are also in your kits what I call placeholder pieces, like this. This is just an empty triangle, and this isn't a real piece, for finishing the puzzle, but this is great for tracking what information a clue is telling us. So I'm going to fill this in with everything that I know from this clue. Okay, now my job is to somehow deduce what the arrangement of pieces is. Well, how do I do that? Well, look at this. This clue is telling me a dark piece goes here, but I've already placed the dark circle and the dark triangle. There's only one dark piece left. That's the dark square. Okay, what other deductions can I make here? Well, a triangle's got to go here. And look, I've already placed the light triangle and the dark triangle, which leaves the pink triangle. Well, what next? I see I have to fill in a circle here, and I've already placed the dark circle and the pink circle, so this has to be the white circle. I've placed a white piece, I've placed the white triangle here and the light one circle here. That means this light has to be the light square. Well, I didn't get any information about this spot, but there's only one piece left. It's got to be the pink square. Look at that. This is the only possible arrangement of pieces that fits this clue. This was a complete puzzle. So this is what you're going to do now. Your teacher's going to give you a workbook of puzzles just like this. They're single clue puzzles that are complete puzzles in and of themselves. There's only one arrangement of pieces that satisfies that clue, and your job is to use deduction process, just like I did here, to come up with the answer. Now, when you're done with the answer, you have to write it down on your solution sheet so that either your teacher or your partner can check your answer. Well, how do you write this down? I mean, obviously taking colors and coloring in the information would be kind of time consuming. So we're going to use letter code so that we can write these puzzles down really quickly. So we're going to use L for light, P for pink, D for dark, C for circle, S for square, T for triangle. And we'll always write the color first and then the shape. Let me show you what I mean. So if I were writing this on my piece of paper, I'd call this, dark circle, DC. This is our pink triangle. This is our light triangle. This is our pink square. This is our light circle, our dark triangle, our dark square, our pink circle, and light square. So you're going to write this on a blank sheet of paper which doesn't have the pieces behind it, but I wanted to write it over the pieces so that you could see exactly how the letter codes correspond to the pieces. So that is your challenge. So start solving some puzzles and I'll check back in with you soon.